What's up, fool? Felipe Esparza right here, wearing purple, just like our guest. We didn't even plan this out. We just did it. He's wearing the Washington State Huskies, right?
No, that's the Washington State the Cougars. This is University of Washington Huskies.
Oh, okay.
Representing.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah. We're here.
We got Nate Jackson here.
Damn, I look shiny.
It's the soup.
Yeah, I mean, I had to get something.
Yeah, man. So you're from Washington originally?
Yeah, Seattle area. I'm from Lacey, Washington.
So you know Andre Covington? No, I'm sorry, Andre the Great?
Yeah, Andre the Great, but it wasn't Covington. Andre
Paradise.
Great.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, he's in Portland.
Yeah, he had a house in Portland.
He's from Portland.
Yeah, we spent the night there.
Shut up. You're 503?
No, we spent the night there doing a tribble run.
Him and Benny Mena.
Yeah, back in the day.
Tribble.
Yeah, man.
Man, I ran from those gigs.
You've done those?
Nah, man. Because Tribble would have like a bunch of shit gigs and then like 2 that were the ones that you really wanted to do. So you would just go through You would go through all of that to be like, I finally got the one with the Cadillac hanging out the wall in Spokane. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was 2 good gigs out of that 6th run.
Right.
Then the Walla Walla, Washington was like a hick bar in the middle of nowhere.
Next to like a prison.
You did that one?
Yeah, dude.
Which one was that one?
Barnaby's.
It was a bar. Yeah. Oh my god.
I guarantee it was Barnaby's.
Yeah, dude. It was just like straight out of Roadhouse, dude.
You didn't do Tribble runs?
No, man.
I did Barnaby's, and this lady that had just got out of prison that day was all over me.
You had to have it?
Oh, no. She was the one that, she just got, I don't know what she was in for, but she was all over me to where security was like, we're going to help you get out. But she was like, I need it. Give it to me. I was locked up. Yeah. A fiery, redheaded Latina lady. I thought that was pretty not common.
That's Orphan Anna.
There was a redhead that day too, but it was a white lady, dog.
Her stepfather is that rich guy with bald head like a cholo, bro. With a teardrop right here.
Teardrops, my.
What's his name? And Orphan Annie, the bald guy. Uncle Bucks.
Mr. Bucks, I think.
Uncle Big Bucks.
Yeah, you didn't watch it?
I vaguely remember.
If she was Orphan Anna, it'll be Uncle Big Chucks wearing big Chuck Taylors. What's up, Fool Podcast? You have a new special?
Do I? Holy shit! I put everything into it, brother. I'm doing my big thing. July 8th, Netflix. It's called Super Funny, just like my comedy club. And yeah, did they send it to you? Have you seen it?
What?
The special.
No, it comes out July 8th.
True, but they've been sending like the special ahead for.
No, I haven't. My wife saw it.
The whole thing? Nice. I did it. Felipe, we did it.
You did it at your club, or would you perform?
No, so this is the Neptune Theater in Seattle.
Nice! I love that place.
Yeah.
No hat.
Right. Hairline.
You guys extended the stage?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You been to the Neptune?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to have I don't know what they call that, but I was like, I need to get out in there. I want at least 180. Because it's material and crowd work.
I like the curtain in blue.
Thank you.
Yeah, that just looks tight, dude.
Oh, then it changed. You have a good lighting guy, huh?
Yeah. I had the lighting guy that did the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah. I saw that. It's to gold right there.
Yep.
That's fucking good lighting, man.
Because my show changed. I went from what I was doing to what I was about to do.
You have to light both
Look at
hanging
this
down.
shot
That's
right
tight,
here.
too.
Ain't too many specials got that shot, that walkout with the logo all on it and stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice, bro.
3D logo, too.
So what?
3D logo, like you walked over the words.
Right. So that's the logo. That's literally the whole brand. Super Funny Comedy Club. Super Funny. What was the comedy show? So it's the whole thing. That's the show I used to do at Ontario Improv. Super Funny Comedy Show. I turned it into the club I have in Tacoma now, and so then it's a full brand, trademarked and all that. So there it is. I did my thing.
You used to have a room in Covina, right, or La Puente somewhere?
I had hella rooms. I had In Cahoots in Riverside. The Wild Horse, I think it was called, in Covina. I had some shows.
The Wild Horse.
Yeah.
That's where I passed out.
From just being lit.
The Wild Horse was crazy, bro. I went there to get fucked up, and they didn't have fucked up drinks. They only sold like beer and some bullshit ass wine.
Really?
Just beer and wine or what?
I think they lost their hard A.
Yeah, they had a hard A when I was there.
Yeah.
And then somebody, Carlos Loma was there, right?
Oh,
and I was talking shit to somebody, and then Carlos Loma told me that No, bro, that guy connected. And I was like, come on, bro. Whoever's connected, don't think they're connected, especially with a bad tooth like that.
If you're connected, you don't say
Yeah,
anything.
hell
That's for sure.
Maybe that little tooth was in the shoe, bro, but
He got disconnected.
he was under the shoe. But no, I don't know, man. It was just a wild bar. I remember that was the Sunday room.
Yeah, but it was
I saw Trent in their head.
That bar was wild too. But like I was like, I don't know if people live out there. It just seemed like it was in between the IE and LA. So I would always pass. If I'm passing, I know I'm 25% of the way back home to IE. That's how I was like, okay, Covina.
I don't like those bars there where the guy goes, I'm gonna go smoke, and then he goes in his truck and into the radio and smokes. And then he goes back into the bar, bro.
Pets his dog, huh?
Yeah. Those guys go, I'm gonna go smoke, and they go inside their truck, smoke a fucking joint, listen to fucking KLOS 95.5, and then go back in the bar. Who does that, bro? What kind of life you have where you gotta go outside the bar, have a cigarette or joint in your car, listen to the music, and then like go back in?
It's that Palmdale.
I think I will go home. But then maybe they have no home to go to.
Living out of their truck,
That
bro.
just sounds kind of vibey. Like you leave the club, go to your little island, and come back in the club.
A little VIP room,
I ain't
dog.
gonna lie, man. When I was like 20 years old, we used to party in an abandoned car every day, bro.
Really?
And in the project, somebody left a stolen car with an abandoned station wagon, and we would go in there, bro, and the battery still works. We'd turn the radio on, and we'd be in there, bro, just chilling, listening to KLOS.
Just drinking and shit or what?
Drinking, man, hardcore, just drinking. Drinking 40s, and then going to the liquor store and buying more and coming back all day
How
long.
big was the car?
It was 4 of us, station wagon.
Nice.
2 in the front, 2 in the back.
It was just the homies.
Yeah.
Reminiscing,
Right.
dog.
Can't get a DUI.
Shout out to the Eno brothers. Enos, E-N-O-S.
Nice. They still around?
I think so, man. One of them shut up a house. I'm just kidding, man. One of them we used to call him War Man. And that fool knew all the guns already, bro. He was like 8, 9 years old.
He knew the guns already?
I know in the name of every gun.
All the calibers, everything.
Yeah. That fool we were in Little League, and he wore that fucking baseball hat all summer, bro. I thought he was going to wear that shit on the first day of school, and he didn't.
Really? Flipped it.
Like a
I wear a
little
lot of
sniper or
hats.
what?
I thought that was interesting. You were like,
He had a
oh, no
pirate hat, bro. He wore it all summer, bro, like this. And he had long hair. It was just like
Pirate
this.
hat?
Yeah, from the
like
Pittsburgh
picture
Pirates.
Okay. I thought you
That'd
meant
be
like
funny, huh?
All right. I was like,
I was
what?
gonna be all looking like Captain Jack Sparrow
Right.
and shit, dude.
That's filthy.
Like Rocky George, dude, with that little pirate hat.
They're, the tribe that they're from is the tribe that we did in Tucson. Odolam. But they used to be called Pima Papago.
Well, Papago is an exit right before Sa Juanita, right there
Yeah.
in that area.
Because when the white man came, they saw them, and they just said, Pima Papago, or the Spaniards said, Pima Papago.
That's what they named them?
Yeah, but the real
What's
name
Papago
is,
mean? Because Prima's first.
I guess that's the first people they saw. Papago, I don't know. I mean, maybe they were flying kites. What does Papago mean?
Gotta mean people, right? Because Prima is first. So
No,
first
Pima.
people.
P-I-M-A.
Oh, I don't know what that means then. Pima Papago? It sounds like it matters.
Shout out to their fry bread.
That's in New Mexico?
Tucson.
Oh, I was just there. God, it was 108 degrees.
Where were you there? Last week? I was there last week at the Sahuarita Casino.
Were we there? I
Was
don't-
Jay Lamont, right? Ba-dum-ba-dum. Oh, yeah.
Jammin' Jay Lamont?
Look out weekends.
So much talent, man. I want to say last week we did Tucson and then Phoenix. I did the Aztec Theater. It was hot as fuck.
In
Cuss on
Tucson?
here? Do you guys cuss? It was fucking.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Dog, Arizona was so hot, bro. I'm like, why do humans live here? Like, you got to be like a sand beetle to enjoy this. Fuck, it was hot.
Like native people live out there, huh? Native to the land.
I wonder if the governor or whoever lives there, how are we going to make money? We're going to charge extra for AC here.
Do they got to pay more for AC?
I don't know, man. It's hot.
Hell yeah.
It's a different hot from over here. Like over here, it gets to 100.
Yeah.
But over there, it gets to 100, but you really feel like you're if 100 in Phoenix, your body's crispy, like going. Tss.
Yeah, there's no wind out there, dude.
Here,
Yeah, it's just a stale
breeze.
hot.
here you breathe in at 100, and you're gonna breathe in some hot air with dirty ass air.
Yeah. It's kind of similar, but that desert, that much of it is, I couldn't believe it. we were just sticky as soon as we got. I was like, fuck. But I'd prefer dry heat over like that sticky Houston, like
New Orleans,
Miami.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Florida.
Got to shower up again after you walk out there.
Oh, you gotta take 3 showers a day.
That's probably why those guys smell over there in the Florida, in the South, probably. Because they sweat so much.
Yeah.
And then their shirt dries, then it sweat again, then it dries again. By that time, man, it smells like an old fruit cocktail.
That everlasting must.
Depends on what they eat. I got a homie, he smells
Onions.
like a whole ass Whopper. Not just the onions, the meat, the lettuce, whatever's on a Whopper,
The wrapper,
exactly
huh?
like it. Yeah. Yeah, all of that.
Where did you start stand-up comedy at?
I got like what city would I say my chops are in, or when I
Yeah.
actually hit the stage?
Well, you hit the stage the first time that you went up.
I got dared to do stand-up and did it in college at Eastern Washington University. And then Spokane, Washington, and the Brick Wall Comedy Club was like home for me. Then I graduated and came back over to the West Side, and I started gigging around in that area and doing one-nighters. And then I moved to LA with like $600. I thought I was moving to LA, and I have family in the IE, and that's where I moved to. So that's how we start knowing each other, doing shows at like Rick Rome and all of that out in, was that Upland or
that
Rialto? Yeah. And the place that was just on the other side of the 210. Yeah, but there was more too. Like that's where Joey Diaz and you and Brad Williams, we all used to do like Peppers and I think Alta Loma.
Yeah.
Yeah, like gigging
Yeah.
out there and doing
Right there
Ontario
by the Stater
Improv.
Brothers.
Yeah.
What was that bar right there in Pomona that what's the name had?
That was Taconazo.
No, not that one. It was an Irish bar, Callie's.
Kelly's. That was Sebastian's room, right?
Yeah, they.
Sebastian Satina. He had hella work. But that's where we first bumped.
Yeah.
So that must have been, what, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how I started and came up, and then I moved down here. And then I started out, and that's how my show Super Funny started at the Ontario Improv rather than anywhere else, you know, where it could have been. And I moved in to North Hollywood and gigging and all that. Then I went back to Seattle and started like 12 rooms, found the perfect space, and then did 380 to 420 people every Thursday night for like 8 years.
Where at?
In Tacoma, it was called Varsity Grill. Like it was so big that now it's a furniture store. But at one point it was a Jillian's arcade for like Dave and Buster's style, and that's what the whole. And so it was epic for years. We had a live band and a DJ. Like it was the groove.
So the comedy night on Thursdays?
Every Thursday night, and so that turned into
Locos or just different people?
We had national. We had Lil Rel and we had Leslie Jones and Tiffany Haddish and Dion Cole and we had like everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
480 people paid, bro. That's when was this? This was for years, 8 years long.
8 years?
Yeah.
What year was though? 2010?
Yeah. I think I got to be around in there. Yeah, no. Maybe. I want to say maybe 2010 to maybe 2018. It was off the chain. I went from doing the every week Thursday to then that venue turned into a country western bar. So then we moved to another spot that was once a month. And so that was like a piano bar. And we did Kevin Hart, Heart of the City there. So like we had Kevin Hart come to Tacoma. And all of that is a part of the start of what ended up being Super Funny Comedy Club. You know what I'm saying?
Right there in Washington, there used to be a place. Did you ever work for that guy that robbed everybody? Pierre?
I did some shows with Pierre, but not in the capacity of a headliner. Like I was locally there for, it was like 3 months before I moved to LA. So I did a couple, like he had a show. Matter of fact, he had a show at this nightclub called Juno that is now the space that the Tacoma Comedy Club is in.
Oh.
So I used to do Juno, and I think he had Thursday nights. So when I went to do Thursday nights, I called Pierre and was like, is it cool for me to do a show? I don't know why, but I just thought I needed permission because he had done it for so long. And he's like, man, I don't care, man. Do your thing, man. I'm about to move. Like he was like, I'm on to bigger, better things. His kids were running track. Pierre is a world-class athlete. Like he was like for real, Pierre was no joke in sports when he was a much younger man. I don't know how it got to you know, stolen credit cards, buying flights to get comics into town, and not paying people. I don't know how it got to that.
It happens.
Yeah, but you know, people like that, they aren't like that with everyone. Like Pierre was very charismatic, great dude, and then it's almost like you might as well start the clock. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you keep screwing that many people over if people didn't be like, oh, no, he's solid, man, I stand. You know what I mean? And
He ain't gonna tell.
it's not that. It's just like, he ain't gonna do it to me. And then you turn around and you're like, this motherfucker really didn't pay me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how he got everyone. Because you might go 2-3 times and the money's good, and then that 4th time you get shorted.
It's like a Ponzi scheme.
It's like a little sly fox, huh?
Like comedy Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, and I think it just
He's
came
feeding
down to
you, dog.
But it just, from what I understood, he would be like, if you kill, I ain't got no problem giving you your money. But if you come up here and have a rough set or a bomb or the people ain't fucking with it, bro, I don't know what you got me paying you for.
Yeah.
That was his logic, which is a cold world. You know what I'm saying? You done drove up or flew up for a one-nighter in Tacoma and somebody's like, yeah, that little 300 I told you about ain't coming. You're like, on a lot of comics, if that's how you're gigging, you're like, bro, that shit is spent already. You gotta pay me. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're gigging, like
That's part of your budget right
what?
there.
I anchored this whole goddamn trip off your little 300. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying with a fat girl. I don't know her last name. Like, I need that money.
To go back.
Right. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna go play roulette with this shit. Fuck you. You didn't kill. You know, that was the logic behind it. Did you imagine?
And you don't think that that's gonna happen to you because his mom made you lunch.
The whole family
Or they
buttered
took you to
up,
lunch. You know what I mean?
You're at his house, the mom is making you fried chicken with red rooster sauce.
Did you go over there and eat like that?
Yeah.
See?
The mom fed me, bro.
Showing you like old pictures of the family.
And then there was a driver who looked like Tiger Woods.
Okay.
And then he took me to the casino before the show. Bro, I won $980.
Shit, you're like, I don't even need to do the show.
That's what I said, bro. So I never got paid, but God was looking out for me.
Yeah.
And I had more money in my pocket than I did for those shows. The gig was supposed to pay $700, Hawaii and Tacoma.
Yep. Dog, he had rooms. Pierre had rooms.
Juan Dexter got me that gig.
Pierre had rooms all over. Like if he managed that shit right, he'd be the biggest comedy promoter in North America. He even more than that. He had rooms. He had a room in Southeast Asia. When I did my national get in the car and drive around and do everywhere tour, like he was in 3 or 4 rooms were his. Albuquerque, New Mexico, he had this dope ass room at this place called Salt and Raw or Sauce and Raw, and it was just like full of Navajo, like beautiful women and good people. Like it was a great show. I was like, what the fuck? You got a room in Tacoma and a room in Albuquerque? He had rooms everywhere. He knew everybody. And people all know. If everybody you've heard say, yo, man, fuck Pierre, if they all were like, yo, we love Pierre, could you imagine the emotion he'd have? You know what I'm saying?
I never heard that.
Heard what?
We love him.
See, but I'm saying if you flipped it.
He got me too.
He got you?
No.
Everybody, I can name names right here. Ralph Porter.
The sad stories.
That old man. Remember the old man that hangs out to Seattle at the Improv with Toby? He would hang around Mr. Something.
Oh, the one that drives.
Mr. Something.
Oh
Black?
my God. Yeah.
Old man.
Mookie.
Mr. Mookie, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
dude,
my guy, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And
He's a comic. Have you ever seen his set? Mookie's actually funny.
and then Ralph Porter, right? Or that's his
Yeah,
name?
Ralph's down here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gigging.
We did a show with him. I did a show with him in Yakima with that guy. What's that guy named? The rapper in Yakima.
There's a rapper in Yakima?
Yeah, and his wife is a Latina girl who she owns a bunch of hair places. So it works out great because LaFonte, the name is LaFonte.
Oh, LaFonte?
Yeah.
But he's not a rapper.
You know he raps?
Does he?
I saw him on a rap show. He put a name in it.
Okay. LaFonte those big shows.
Yeah.
He's tapped in. I think he's like, is he related to Dub C? Or something like that, but they're like tight enough that like when how the West was won and them big shows like that, like he'll have like old school shows. He's brought up Too Short more times a week. E40, Snoop. LaFonte's tapped in.
That fool booked me the show on a Wednesday, dog. A Wednesday, right?
Fucking packed.
And I thought that and then DJ what's that guy's name?
What do he look like?
A DJ, a Mexican guy, DJ Fly? No, DJ Blaze.
Okay.
You know that fool, right?
Yeah.
Crazy motherfucker, right? DJ Blaze, he's crazy, dog. He's like fucking like early or late 40s, crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I told him, when we were doing the radio press, I told him, nobody's gonna party on Wednesday, man. You gotta get down that thing, you gotta come on Wednesday. Bro, we went to do the show, and I never been to a show where they're gonna just pick me up at 9 when the show started at 8.
Right. An hour later, they're like, you're right.
Really party.
The show started at 8, they picked me up at 9. Okay, they picked me up at 9, and they already had picked up on Chris Doran at 8:30, all right? So he already had went up, and then Ralph Porter is there, and three comedians already went up before I got there.
Yeah.
Then I get there, bro, and killed Wednesday night, and it goes, and then that DJ Blaze texts me, goes, you didn't think we got down like that? And then when we were going back to the hotel,
Facts.
I turned my flashlight on, like you could see that fool asleep in the DJ booth.
Blaze?
From outside.
Trying to take a nap real
Yeah.
quick.
So he's outside. If I'm outside, you can see the DJ booth. You can see the flashlight, that fool sleeping in there.
He was knocked out.
Yeah, bro, but it was Wednesday night, packed. I was there with Tyler Smith, too.
Nice.
Weedhead. And then the next day we drove to a college, and then Richmond. Richland.
Yeah, Tri-Cities.
Jokers.
Jokers Casino. That used to be a part of the Triple Run. Like you would do all of that,
Casino?
like drive across all of Montana, all of that shit, just to like end up at Jokers to do their room. Casino inside a bowling alley, inside of a
Pizza spot, right?
pizza
It was all
spot,
in a club, right?
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys don't know, Jokers is like one of those places that's owned by the hillbilly Washington Mafia. It's a warehouse / casino / Chuck E. Cheese / poker room.
Yeah.
And
I'm not that friendly.
and a fucking and a check cashing place.
There's a lot of stuff.
Oh, you know what? There's a bowling alley in there too.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally
All
a pizza
in that
place,
area.
but it's not like it's not like a multiplex where you're like, okay, it's all these things. No, it is a this inside of a this inside of a this, and then where the show is turns into the club. So after they just move all the chairs and let everybody just get. So that's a place that place has had comedy for hella long.
And they survive because they have 18 and under, huh? On the bowling side, huh?
That. I bet, there's probably families over there.
I saw family there, man. Because I remember I had a joke. I said, this place reminds me of a place in LA called The Hop. So right here I could tell that you could hook up on a mom and a daughter.
'Cause people had balloons like they were celebrating birthday parties in there with cake and shit.
Yeah, at the show too.
Yeah,
they'll
that's
let them
crazy.
do that. So I never did Jokers, but my family lived in the Tri-Cities.
They never booked you?
And I have since, what I'm saying, at this point, I had never done Jokers. I had family in the Tri-Cities, and I was like, man, I'm doing comedy. They're like, yeah, you good enough to do Jokers? Like that was their, the way everybody in the IE is.
You're like, Bruce Jingles there, so what can I?
Shout out to Bruce Jingles, why not? But, yeah, so I called, and it was booked by somebody. It's not Triple now. It's like maybe Pat Wilson or someone like that.
Damn! No, I work with her a lot.
Nice.
Pat Wilson and Barry Neal.
Okay, yeah. So I
Pat
called.
Wilson, you
but
met her?
I called dude direct on the place. I was like, man, I want to do. Let me get a night or whatever. But I'm gonna do 2 shows on one night, 2 shows on another night. He's like, we don't do 2 shows. I'm like, you're gonna do 2 shows if I come to the Tri-Cities. And so he's like, all right. And then he's like, me and him cut a whole deal or whatever. My phone rings. It's her like, why are you fucking treading on my gig? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I had the same thing with the other person.
With Triple?
Same phone call I got from the other promoter when I did Jokers.
See?
I just want to, did you get this too? This is what I got from my guy. I just want to avoid confusion in the future.
Yeah. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to come. I'm going to do my thing. We already got our deal. We're good. This is going to put the spot on the map, and it'll bulk up other shows coming into the future. And I went after, like, stuff was starting to move. Like, I only did it because I wanted to see my uncle. He'd gotten ill. He's, rest in peace, Uncle Wayne. But I was like, let me get out to the Tri-Cities. So that's why I set it all up and went, man, we sold it out. He's like, I've never sold that much prime rib. Like, what you selling prime rib for?
Kill another cow, bro.
Right. No, we had a ball.
What are you selling prime rib for?
Right.
What are you, Tommy T, motherfucker?
Right.
He stopped selling steaks.
No, but it was on the ticket. Like, it wasn't, like, you could see, like, if it was you, it was like, you want a general admission, you want VIP. So general admission VIP gone. The only tickets left on the website were the prime rib tickets, where you bought the steak with your ticket.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I had to call him like, bro, people don't want prime rib that bad. Like, they just want to come see me. He's like, I'm used to the prime rib being the main attraction. I said, that's not what we're doing tonight.
Were people holding their steaks on a fork when you came out?
Extra horseradish, huh?
Right. So he's like, all right, I'll take the prime rib off. He took it off, and then boom, the rest of the show sold out.
We were there
You got
for
a
one
vegan
night.
crowd or something?
No, that one time it was 3 nights, no?
Oh, was Flaco
Flaco.
there?
Yeah, the last time you were on dancing, dog. You left that for
Dr. Felipe's a party animal.
Oh man, we were there, and I remember that marijuana is illegal in Richland.
At that time, now
yeah.
yeah.
Because we had to go to the net town over, and we got picked up by the most beautiful couple ever. It was like, we call them Barbie and Ken. They were the same height. They were both 5'10", white girl with blue eyes.
Right.
And they picked us up, and I never felt so ugly in the back seat. And I mean, they were beautiful. Like, I was telling them on the way there, like, just start looking at them going, man, your baby is like, you have no pimples or no scars on your fucking skin. Like you never got stuck. Your shirt never been stuck to a gate.
You never carried a box.
He goes, nobody's ever pulled your hair back, you know.
Good time.
You never had no one hate on you. You could tell that this girl never sat down and somebody passed by and went.
Right. Just lived the life of
Just
beauty.
super nice people.
They took you to town over and
They
got
took me everything, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Tri-Cities, man. I did an internship during college out there, and that's when I was like, okay, there's more than just, there's a lot of money out there. Because, like, one, it's agriculture, right? But then two, the area, it's just called the area, that's the radiation, where there was radiation. So there's government, like, it's called the area. Like, you live there, and you got to drive, like, 40 minutes on a 2-lane road out to the area, and that's where, like, Lockheed Martin and Boeing and all these companies have like a whole small city out there. And the whole point is to manage the radiation cleanup from back when they had it years ago. Millions and millions of dollars in federal money. And it's why the Tri-Cities essentially exists. That's why there's a mall. There's Richland, Pasco, and Kennewick. All them people work out in the area. So
Pasco.
that's why you can go do the Toyota Center out there and you're like, fuck, it's packed. Like it's packed like it's Anaheim out this bitch. That's why they got long money.
Well, I remember we had one joint or 2 joints in Richland and no lighter. We walked to every bar in Richland
No one was
waiting for
smoking?
somebody to come out to smoke a cigarette.
Finally, somebody hooked it up, dude. Somebody
There was no light. We went to the gas station. That shit was
smoking.
closed. That shit closed at 5 p.m.
What?
Dude, it was like the nightmare before Christmas out there.
Bro, we were the only one walking around, bro. I felt like we were like you could have shot a zombie movie with us walking around because it looked like there was not even a crackhead in sight.
Hell no.
And man, we were walking around and it looked like we were in a horror movie, like in a Twilight
Like
Zone.
the city was just shut down?
We're out where
It's moonlight, bro.
it felt like the Twilight Zone
What time
where
was it?
Dude, like 1 in the
midnight,
morning.
11
Yeah.
11 a.m.
Wow. So the city shut down on you.
Shut
was dumb,
down.
bro.
Wow.
But the next day, I don't know where the people came from. I remember I was there. I was partying. Remember we smoked out with that biker?
That was the first night, though.
The first night, yeah.
Dude,
Some
for the show.
bikers showed up.
See, over there, like, all the working people for the area are in, like, one particular, like, Richland, right? To the point that like, the high school mascot was, like, the Richland Bombers. Because all they were building was...
Bombs.
Yeah. So then Pasco is, like, a lot of, like, the Pasco High School, like, a lot of families are there. So if you, at 1 o'clock you're in Pasco, you'll find plenty of lighters because it's still up. You know what I'm saying? And Kennewick is really just like the mall. It's where you go to shop and buy shit. And then, you know what I mean? People live there, but it ain't the... There's 3 high schools, and they beef all year round. You know what I mean? All year round. And forever for the rest of their life. When you're in a small town like that, you're like, you're a fucking bomber? What year? You know what I mean?
That's it, dude. That's your life.
But in the 50s, all the people worked for Lockheed and they worked for the aerospace. In the 60s.
It's now still.
Now too?
Yeah. So at one point, it was like, we work here and it's active, and there's active radiation and all this stuff going on. Then it was like, all right, it's shut down. Well, millions and millions of dollars in government programs going to like making sure that the plutonium and all that stuff is cleaned up. And
Getting
they're
it out
still
of the soil and
developing
shit.
things. Yeah, like I did an internship out there with Lockheed. I was at Lockheed Martin. That shit was dope. It was a dope experience to go out and see like to act like just nerd out and like learn about all that stuff and see like the big. They have these machines that were the length of 2 trucks, and they were just in these giant. You know those, I don't know what they call them, but like the big tubes that are above ground.
Silos?
They were in these giant silos, but they had underground silos. So just like on what looked like security camera footage are these giant things that look like 2 F-350s going around, and just that's their whole job. Cause
Enormous.
Huge. And they're just like scrubbing. That's all they do is scrubbing, a little bit at a time. And they had me just watching a screen with that happening. I was like, wow. I did a ton of stuff, but that was wow. Also, they had technology early. This was while I was in college. This was in 2000 and, this is before 2000, since let's say 2005, 2004, 2005. Bro, they made a touchscreen laptop, and when you open it, the top spun all the way around. You could turn it down into a tablet, touchscreen, and all this. This shit didn't hit the market until 2012. So I was like, this is amazing.
They already had tablets and shit.
But state of the art, I mean, touchscreen, moving, dragging, like a real laptop. Like I don't even know. It was like a ThinkPad, but the top came up, swiveled. I don't even know if it ever came out. But I know it came out like those. Microsoft got like a Surface that kind of does that kind of thing. But this was like, I was like, yo, because I remember it had the red thing in the middle that ThinkPads have. But they had tech that I'd never seen, and this was in 2005, 2004. So. It was like oh man, this kind of shit is happening in the world. Because even as we speak now, like them things are crawling, they're cleaning. There's people out there working every day. We don't think of that. You're so busy in your own life. There's people literally dealing with radiation cleanup still from shit that happened in 19 whatever.
And that radiation doesn't affect the people around that area?
I mean, have you met some of them?
I'm sure it does.
Shit, I would argue yeah, but they're like no, that's the whole point. It's safe cleanup. That's why it costs so much. You don't go in without a hazmat suit. But
did they get out to the people?
No, it's far, bro.
It's far?
The Tri-Cities is like, okay, so let's say this is all of the Tri-Cities right here. To go out to the area, you literally drive on a 2-lane runway out over here. And every day, people are making that commute out to the area, but there's nothing. It is just barren and a 2-lane. When I say 2 lanes, I'm talking about you going and they're coming, and there's just a yellow line down the middle. And there's thousands of people going out to the area to work every day.
You know what I saw a lot when I was in Seattle that you don't see like in LA? I saw almost like a 2-mile train. I was waiting for the red light, and it's full of coal coming from Minnesota, like coal from the coal mines, and it was all covered with coal.
Really?
Yeah, coal. And then I asked somebody, what's up? I thought we don't do coal mine. We don't fuck with coal in America no more. Right. They go, oh, that should go to China, man. They're our biggest coal buyers.
Really?
Hit that.
Wow.
So, bro, that coal was coming from Minnesota and Colorado, right? And the top of the truck, the cart on the train, was filled with coal. And like there was no roof, there was no cover for it. And then like you could smell it when it passed by. Then I went in the rabbit hole, and bro. Each cart leads at least like hundreds of pounds of toxic everywhere they go.
Really?
And it goes all into a drain.
There's these cherries that are this big, like they're like a small volleyball.
Cherries,
bro. They're like grapefruit size, and we grow them in Washington, in like Yakima or somewhere. And they go, you can't even get them in Washington. They grow them and they are literally plucked and sent straight to China every time. You can pull up stuff on this?
Yeah.
Type in big ass cherries. No, they're bigger than that. Like, they're like that. Like,
so we don't get those here, bro.
No.
I never even heard.
You know why we don't
it.
get those? Because we will they will run out of those shit in a month.
Is, bro. That's a quarter. They're bigger than that. Like, type in Chinese giant cherry or something, because that's where we don't even eat them in the States like that.
Give me a slice and dip it in chocolatey.
Yeah, type in Chinese giant cherry, or just let me see myself again. That's what's up. So, they got the Chinese giant cherries, bro, size of grapefruits. We can't have them. There's a whole thing in Tacoma. It looks like fucking 5 Costco's, bro. All it is just storing stuff that's about to leave.
I think we won't have those big ass cherries because we'll eat them all in America.
Does it say like Chinese?
Damn, how do they eat them though?
Bro, like an apple. Bro.
Like
eat around the pit,
slices and shit.
like a mango or something. They're huge.
Bro, you grow that, you put a seed at the outside, how the fuck up your
There's a good one. Look at
plumbing.
that. Look how big that one is.
I know. Clog the toilet.
heart-shaped cherries, but they're made in Washington. They go straight to China. Mm-hmm. Nice.
They were pushing that Washington apple drink over there a lot.
Yeah.
Was that just vodka with like a little bit of a...
I think grenadine?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, but shit, it's called a Washington apple no matter where you get it.
Exactly, dude.
So yeah, we're gonna have.
It was invented here in Walla Walla.
We're in Yakima.
That's what they said?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's like,
Yeah, okay.
When I go to Yakima, I always get a big laugh when I say, I love coming to Yakima. This is the place where Mexican cholos, gangbangers come to retire.
They hang it up here? That's hilarious, because it's back too.
So, you know when I first saw him? I know that he was a stand-up comic, but when I was like watching television, you know how you have that Leonardo DiCaprio moment, like in that movie called the West Story. Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie, when he points like this.
Oh,
he was
the latest one.
With Brad Pitt.
The Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
so there's a part
Django because he's in that too, and that's Tarantino.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he's like there it is. He's like, play that video.
Right here. Yeah, the meme.
So that was when I saw you on as Junkyard Dog on Young Rock.
Oh, you had a moment like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that motherfucker right there from West Covina.
Yeah. So I did.
Did you audition with a bunch of other Junkyard Dogs?
Yeah.
I'm Not Worthy, bro. That was one of my favorite wrestlers, Junkyard Dog.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was a fan, too, but I was just like a little black kid being like, yo, the black guy. Once I got more, like, in tune with Sylvester Ritter, the man, and all that, to be able to try and, like, really, like, embody who he was, so that, like, to just let Nate Jackson not be a thing, and let's see if we're seeing him. I can really appreciate it. I want to do a spinoff. Like, I've since, like, his family has now reached out.
Bro, if you want Chavo Guerrero family, right here, bro.
Yeah, Chavo is alive, fool.
I know, right here, bro. Chavo Guerrero, he's like in his 70s, right?
No, Chavo was our trainer, bro.
Is he like in the 70s?
No, Chavo was like fucking 55 and cut the fuck up and driving old.
Because when I was 12, I was 30.
Well, that's a dad, no?
Chavo is older, but Chavo was our trainer for the show. He was in Australia. Like, Chavo was like, this is how you fucking grapple and grab a...
That's how Eddie Guerrero's uncle, right?
Yeah, a nephew.
Nephew.
You talking about senior or junior? There's
Senior.
Chavo right there. You're talking about senior.
Senior, yeah.
No, Chavo Guerrero Jr., that's my boy right there.
Now I'm talking about senior, bro.
Nah, Chavo, man.
Show me Chavo Guerrero Senior.
Yeah, well, Junior, savage, bro. That's a real motherfucker right there.
That motherfucker was bad, dog. Look at that there, how bad he was, bro.
Yeah, man, he was tough.
One time he fought by himself, and those motherfuckers had a ring in their backyard, bro.
Those ones are bad as fuck.
So he tried your moves.
Hell
man,
legend.
Okay, I'm gonna be like,
and he could wrestle now.
I'm gonna be like Hilaria Baldwin. I'm so jealous right now. I am so jealous.
¿Qué pasó?
¿Cómo se dice? Wrestling, lucha libre. Yeah, bro. That's amazing.
Solid, man. He was a great guy.
That Andre the Giant was not really like 7 feet tall, huh? Like the real Andre the Giant, one in your show.
No. But he had wedges in his shoes and everything to look taller.
Hell yeah. Hey, bro, have you ever seen that picture of Roddy Piper where he's there with that white lady? No, I'm sorry, Andre the Giant. He's there with that white lady. It's up there at a bar. A famous picture. Look for Andre the Giant at a bar in Portland.
You should see the one where he's like trying to fit in a tub.
He's there, like, see right there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Harvey's in Portland, and
Is it the comedy
that's
club?
Dan Collins' mom.
What?
That's Dan's mom right there from Harvey's, and that's the bar. That's the Harvey's bar. I had things one time. I got kidnapped, and I had to spend Thanksgiving with that family.
Yeah.
Because I was doing the weekend at Harvey's.
You gonna get
and I had nothing on Thursday, so we want to come over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Not really, or I'll pick you up at 5.
Not really. Pick you up at 5.
Yeah.
Yo, Harvey's did some shit back then that I still, like, with the club now, I'm like, God, we should do that shit. So they had this room at Harvey's, like, that was in the back, and there was, like, 4 or 5, like, young people, and they were just doing outbound cold calls. They'd be like, have you heard about our show this weekend? And they kept Harvey's packed the whole time.
I remember those guys, yeah.
Yeah, it was like kids. Like, you know, teenagers being like, yo, come down to Harvey's. We got such and such this week. We'll give you some free
Went to
tickets.
the phone call list, just boom, hitting it.
Yeah, I was like, you guys.
They
know
were
you
calling
just do it.
people. Or they were outside.
No, they were calling people on the phone.
That's old school, bro.
That's
That's
what I'm
Rick
saying.
Martinez
with
shit.
With phone book, the white book, not yellow pages.
So they're hitting just residences in there.
If you answer, they're like, come down to Harvey's tonight. Yeah.
Oh man, I wish they would have called my ass, bro.
They would keep that bitch packed.
I ain't doing nothing tonight.
I would do that shit again. Just type in the area code and any other combo of numbers and see who answers. Free tickets, fool.
That was that was one of the first time I went on the road to headline, and I took the public transportation to every show.
Where you go?
The Harvey's Comedy Club, and the feature was not staying in a condo. I was the only one staying in the comedy condo. There was no opener there. The opener was local. So he just drove right there.
Right.
And then the featured act was nearby. He was staying at his uncle's house, so he just drove by. And then
You had it to yourself.
and every day, bro, I would get up. I would set my alarm for 5:45 p.m. and then I would catch the bus at 6:30 from right there. Where I was staying in Beaverton.
Yeah.
And I would catch the bus all the way, and it'll drop me off at that strip bar. What's the name of
Portland
it?
has the highest per capita strip clubs in America.
Yeah,
There's
man.
one every
Mary's Girls?
15 feet.
Yeah, it'll stop me up at Mary's. Yeah,
Cool one, bro.
the bus will drop me off.
They got a vegan strip club out there.
Yeah, man.
You tip $2 bills.
yeah, dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
I've
It's called
been there, bro.
Diablos.
You been?
Yeah,
it
back
is
in the
called
day,
Diablos. What the fuck?
No, we didn't go, man.
But you know the name and all that?
It's tough for me to go to a strip bar where there's food because
I'm not gonna say I went
get
either,
hungry.
but I will say I got hella
some
$2
left,
bills.
huh?
Yeah, I ain't been to Diablos. Just know that they take your money and give you $2 bills.
bro, you
back
don't
and forth.
gotta go to Diablo. Go to Ojos Locos.
That's the one.
Ojos Locos. Look it up.
That's Crazy Eyes.
It's a fish market.
What?
Yeah, they sell seafood, hamburgers, and it's like a Mexican Hooters. Show it right there, Ojos Locos.
Is there
There's one in Texas.
They're all
is there
over.
strippers?
There, look.
Oh wow!
They're
I've
servers.
seen that. I thought it was a water park. I seen the one in Texas. It looks
Yeah.
like a water park. logo.
Ojos Locos.
I've seen that. So it's Mexican Hooters.
Yeah, you walk out of there with
Look
a
at Michael Blackson. He's always with. If there's something about Michael Blackson,
That's him?
Yeah, right
He's
there.
there, bro.
There he is in the middle, right there.
No, ready for the Mexico game.
So you
huh?
know it's good.
This looks
That's
like
Eagles
a
drip.
Mexican Twin Peaks.
Está la full of jalapeno, bro. So
Ojos
what-
Locos.
What's up, Rodrigo? What you got?
Chilling, bro. Fucking right here in the pod with Nate.
Rodrigo's gonna be at the Kansas City Comedy Club tomorrow night. If you're watching this live, right?
Hell yeah, dude. Right there at the Comedy Club of Kansas City. Right there. I'll be there with Rizzo tomorrow. The 27th, 7 p.m. show. So yeah, man, come on out. If you guys haven't got your tickets up on the link.
Rizzo's there early because he has to wash his teeth.
Damn. Well, I'll say this weekend at Super Funny, we got the Los Perritos tour.
Los Perritos.
Yeah.
Who's on
Oh,
the
your
show?
club? Oh, hell
Yeah.
Concrete.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go check out Concrete
You know,
at
Jerry?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So just so you know, because I want to make sure that I don't want for them to come and go and people be like, man, you should have burritos. Like, motherfucker, we did. So come down to the club, superfunnycomedyclub.com, get your tickets for Los Perritos. But they're there.
Los Perritos.
Los
Concrete.
Perritos. What does that mean?
Little
My dogs. My little
really?
doggies.
Okay.
What's up, doggy?
I like that. I thought that would be like Los Perros. But Perritos means some small?
Yeah, the puppies. My dog. Where my little dogs at?
What's my yatee? People keep calling me that. Like they'll dab me up and be like, my yatee, my yatee.
That means a black beetle. Black beetle, derogatory for black people.
Beetle?
You know the black bug, June bug?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
A mayate?
Yeah, we call June bugs mayate.
That's like nigga?
Yeah.
I
But
actually
not,
knew that.
actually not nigga because
Well,
like when you
goddamn,
say,
Felipe, hold up, man. You gave me this thing, nigga, all look like that, Felipe.
when you say
Derogatory.
but you say like no hell no, they'll never say mayate the way you guys throw the N word around.
You can say it, Felipe.
They'll be like this. They say ay, entiéndame, pero negro, entiéndame, te voy a decir algo negro.
Yeah.
And when they say negro, los
That's
Cubans, if somebody say negro to somebody, he pretty much says it to everybody.
Yeah.
Even this negro, entiéndeme.
Yeah, or negrito, they say that shit
Yeah.
with a bad kind. I can hear that it's negative. No, I was just fucking around. But yeah, I've seen it. Where's your favorite place to perform? We've been talking about so specifically Washington comedy, but where's your favorite place to perform?
Wise
Washington.
Wise Guys in Salt Lake and then
Oh.
Tacoma, dude.
Really?
It's a badass comedy club right there, dude.
The Tacoma Comedy Club?
Yeah.
You gotta see mine. They're badass, cool, because there's enough room for everybody to eat.
Yeah, I haven't been. Yeah, I haven't been.
No, you haven't. 270 seats, state of the art.
Did you guys were you guys at another location? Now you guys are at a new location?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved. So we're on the same block as all the Marriotts. Yeah, so the location is like insane, and the club is really, really beautiful. And got a front bar that's separate from the showroom. I just named it Thelma's after my mom, who's still with us. But I just love her so dearly.
Oh, yeah.
And so, now we have amazing food. I'd put us up against any restaurant in Washington State right now. Our kitchen is that thorough. Like chicken and waffles. And I got food from everywhere I've been, bro. Anything you loved, you had it, I was like, I want that shit in my restaurant. I want that recipe. There's a pissed off employee from every restaurant in the world that put the recipe online. I got the
fucking employee get mad, huh?
Yeah, right there, your fingertips, bro. Why not?
Bro, when an employee leaves from a comedy club, they don't just leave. They want to take down all the employees with them. Yeah, I smoke weed with everybody here, not just me.
Right.
Like the guy from Flapper, when he left, that fool didn't just leave. He wrote down and made a map about where they go smoke weed at.
Yes. Find them here. Yeah.
They should be here during the headliners.
Bad snitching.
Yeah. Big time snitching. A roadmap to find. Yeah, that's nutty.
During the headliners,
Police right here.
we got 45 minutes and we all go to this spot.
And they know where to go. So they have, like for instance, I found the same waffle makers. They're from Europe that they use at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and that they use at Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. And so now we got...
Por favor, un momento, por favor.
Yeah, now we
One
got
moment, please. So the waffle mix from Roscoe's is French?
No.
It's from Europe?
No. Waffles are like a Belgian. That's why it's a Belgian
Yeah, from
waffle.
Belgium.
Yeah.
But I thought people just grabbed pancake mix, bro, and made waffle mix.
Well, but I'm talking about the waffle maker. Because you know how...
Oh, the machine.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the ingredients.
So any
what's gonna
waffle
get
maker
it
you
like
see
that.
has the big ass squares, like the waffles are big and thick. Well,
Like the hotel one, man.
Yeah,
They
big old
flip
fucking
it.
iron one.
but Roscoe's and Lolo's have a thinner waffle with a tiny square. Like it's very specific to them.
Yes, you're right. It's very thin. Almost like Waffle House, very thin.
Yeah, and Waffle House is similar too. So that same waffle maker it took a lot of research, but I found it. Some disgruntled employee was like, "Let me show you the brand." Like he posted pictures. So I found it, and we have that at my club now.
That's tight, man. But me, basically, I like Belgian waffle, the thick one.
Yeah, see, go down, right there, up to the right. That's a different kind of waffle than the normal waffle.
You know, be a good ass sample plate, bro. Like you have a little plate, fucking churros, and fried chicken, bro, on the side.
Yep.
Like cut up some churros.
Can you
dip
make a
'em.
churro waffle? Like if you
Probably
put churro
can.
batter in it?
Yeah, it'll be
Then
delicious.
dust it with some cinnamon at the end.
Bruh, I'll do that shit. I got the kitchen, fool. Come to the club, we'll have churro and chicken weekend.
I'm down for a SCO special right now.
yeah.
It's good, bro. Yum.
Smothered and
Type in,
covered.
churro waffle.
Man, some clubs don't even have. I went to a club one time, and guess what they had, bro, for the customers?
Peanuts, bro.
Yeah, how did you know?
Shit, the comedy store's putting out popcorn.
Bro, oh my God. You went to the same place. The bar had that little gate where you hang the chips.
The little clips,
Yeah.
the string, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, snatching them off.
And I think they had the chips that you open,
Yeah.
and they had the little cheese already heated up.
Yeah, just a cup. That's all they got.
Yeah, that's comic
eat-
strip style.
Yeah, and everybody watching the show, feet big in the motherfucker, socks cutting their goddamn feet off, all that goddamn salt.
Crunching
The
food.
laughing
Said,
at
ceiling
man.
came down on us, bro, in the green room.
Oh, my
That's one of those
God.
comedy clubs where the ice machine's in the green room, so the green room is hot.
What's blowing all the hot ass air from there, dude?
When I was looking for places to have my club, they showed me this one spot where the ice machine was on the third floor in the office. I'm like, how the fuck? You know those weigh an ungodly amount of weight. And that's without ice in it. Then you add like a half ton of ice. I'm like, how was this on the third floor of this fucking building?
Weakening that floor.
But everybody that had to get ice had to take a bucket up 2 flights of stairs, fill the buckets up, and then go down 2 flights of stairs. And the floor looked like it. I was like, nah, this can't be my comedy club.
Yeah, man, that's why I don't like ice.
Can't be my comedy club. But that was
Wow, man.
so your favorite spot is you gotta come check out my club.
How do
Where's
you
your-
work like that with climbing up like but fucking Jack and Gio to go get ice and come down the hill.
Working with hazards, bro.
Right. And I'm sure that people are like, can I have a little ice? You're like, motherfucker, you don't know what we got to do for this shit.
Shit, it turned into a paraplegic and shit, dog.
I'll give him a little ice, but you save this for later. Right?
You're gonna need it, bro.
Right.
Do you have dates coming up?
Ice man right here.
Yeah, so right now I'm on the last few dates of the Super Funny World Tour that goes, with the club and the Netflix special. September, my dates called Big Dog start in September. So I have 2 shows Friday here at the Wiltern. I think the second one has a few seats. Then, Saturday we go to San Francisco for the Masonic Theater.
2 shows.
Yeah. And then I'm going to Colorado to do the Denver. That's out like the Comedy Works South. My Trenton Cotton, he's a comic and he's one of my openers and also videographers. And he's from Colorado Springs and he was always trying to crack to get into that club specifically. I guess they did him kind of dirty. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so he was like, when you go to Denver, can we do Comedy Works? I said, yeah, we can. So we're going to go to Denver and he's going to be able to get his little get back. And then I got to not move through the industry with any chips on my shoulders after that. But I'm going to let him get that get back and then I'm just going to be like, fuck it. I'm over it. It is what it is. I'm in my own lane now. You know what I'm saying?
So they never booked him at that club?
Like the local acts, like just never let him get into the scene really like that. So this is kind of his like, well, now look at me now. I'm featuring at the big club.
What's his comedian name?
Trenton Cotton.
Trenton Cotton, what's up, fool?
Yeah, man, he's dope.
Colorado.
We'll get your time up there.
Yeah, clip that. What up, T-Cot?
You know what? It's funny how when I never got booked at Cobb's in San Francisco.
I still haven't done it.
And I never got booked. Only got booked at the Punchline in San Francisco a couple of times. And then when I got booked at the Wilbur Theater, and I got booked to the other theaters.
In Boston?
And I said, in San Francisco.
Okay.
The Warfield.
Warfield Theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made a post on Twitter when it was Twitter. I said, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I never been booked at Cobb's. I never been booked at San Francisco Punchline, but I'm doing the Warfield Theater sold out show. When 2 doors closes, another one opens. They were so petty, they blocked me, bro.
Yeah, and so
So petty.
Bert Kreischer just told me don't do that. Like he's like,
man.
now if you're starting to turn and starting to be a lot of good stuff, like don't look back at the things that was like hating.
Delete that part.
That already happened, bro. You're past that.
Yeah.
You can walk into Cobb's and they would love to have you.
I doubt it.
I'm having a similar situation where I never did Cobb's, I never did Punchline. I have not performed in the city of San Francisco. And now it's 2 sold out shows at the Masonic. And from what I understand, this is not a normal size theater. They told me the capacity is huge.
Yeah,
It's huge,
big
bro.
ass fucking venue, bro.
Sounds massive.
Masonic. Let me see. I want to say because it's like, I need to write capacity. How many people fit in there?
A lot.
3,481.
And you're doing 2 shows.
That'll be my most people to see me on a day in my life.
Damn.
So
3,000.
34. Yeah,
Okay,
3,481. What is that? 7,000 people.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's insane to me, and I just thank God for that. So that's what's Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. And then I don't know what the Wiltern holds here, but
Do we
there's 2
meet?
shows Friday.
Do we meet? It holds
Right.
3,481.
Right. You said, do I eat meat? Not now. So I stopped eating. So my diet, I changed my diet on May 1st to do as close to raw vegan as I can. So I'm
That was
doing,
vegan right there?
This was just veggie. And so fruits and vegetables and nothing cooked. So it's all raw. Like just eat around the outside of a grocery store. Every meal. Dog, I've been disappearing. And I'm a foodie, bro. I'm disappearing. If you want to shake it up, try it for like 8 days. Just get on the scale. You ain't got to tell nobody. You do it after a few days, get on the scale again. You'll be like, yo, you know what? I've had enough sauce. I've had enough. We've eaten it all, bro.
Hell yeah.
We've eaten we've had every barbecue there is to have. We've had it all, like, you know. I'm spreading anybody that any other bigger comics and stuff like that. Like I want us to see long years of being hilarious. I want us to see long years of making our art and stuff like that. Not that, I don't know anybody's health situation, but I was like, if I'm about to be on Netflix and popping and shit, I don't want to be like a certain way. You know what I'm saying? They told me like my shit was high, my numbers and all that and stuff. And so since I did this, I've dropped 38 pounds since May 1st. I just posted a picture from Access Hollywood. I'm in the same picture with Mario Lopez, and I look like I belong. Like I'm not just like the fat guy that they interviewed. Does that make sense? I've seen myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I can. Like,
you know who you are.
Yeah. Like go to my Instagram real quick. Can you see it? You see me lose weight, bro. You see me be. Yeah. Go down. Right there in the middle, down one. Look at that, bro. That's the first time I've posted a picture and I've seen my weight loss.
That was July 8th. No.
What? No, the special is July 8th. This picture was yesterday, 10 hours ago. Scroll
good,
down
bro.
on the right. Look how my people, just keep going. It's not going to organize
What's
the way
wrong
we
with
want
Mario
to see.
Lopez, man? Was he in a boxing match before the interview?
Why he looks punched?
Eyes are all puffy.
Hey, who knows?
He's
Put
been
it
going
up.
through a lot.
He's been up all night reading his
Let's
comments.
see. Like, look at that fool. Look, you looking slim, my boy. Come on, man. You're half the man you used to be.
Fucking
Come
bots.
on, man. Since May 1st.
Damn, bro.
This ain't been no crazy journey, bro.
So you've been on a raw diet since May 1st?
That's it.
But I tried that shit for a week.
No, but I be fucking up. Like I'm not perfect. This is cooked. This is supposed to be raw. Like you just watched me not do it, but it's close enough that. See you, and I don't know. I'm not no scientist or a foodist or no shit like that, nutritionalist. I know if you eat some meat, that bitch be in you for a little bit. I know if you eat some vegetables, your body's like, get that shit out of here.
Yeah, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Comes right through you.
Yeah, because I started this shit, and I'm like, and I use the bathroom. I'm gonna see what the fuck's going on. That shit look like. You ever use a juicer?
Yeah.
The other side, the shit that you don't, the pulpy part.
Yeah.
That's what I was working with. My body was like, thank you. Like everything felt light. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm eating less, so I'm literally melting. And I haven't been in the gym, just getting on the scale. I'm about to be in the fucking 200s, fool. And I haven't seen that for a minute. For a minute. Like,
Really?
I'm talking like a decade. I've always been 340, 350, something
Shut
like that.
up.
Yeah, hiding my
How
weight
tall
on
are
my
you?
legs and shit. Yeah.
How tall are you?
6'2".
Okay, 'cause I've always been like
length.
280, bro, and I'm trying to be 270, but it's hard.
Man, it just
I got a 315 one time. I was almost a weight 44. That's when I felt it, bro. I was in a plane, and he goes, "Oh." I had to put my seat back to put on my seatbelt, and then I waited forward.
Or you gotta do that shit and get the seatbelt extension and fucking the things are all cutting into your sides. And I'm not in a 4X now. I'm like I am, but this is like loose. Like I'm in a 3X now. Dog, this is May 1st. That's not long ago, bro.
No sodas and shit, right?
No. Or if you do Coke Zero, it tastes the same.
I'm gonna get an Ozempic, bro, but they say that you gotta talk to your doctor first. And I was thinking about it. I didn't talk to my doctor to use heroin or cocaine or PCP. Pretty sure Ozempic is gonna be fine.
That's funny as fuck.
You never did drugs, huh?
Nah.
So you never really like crack, none of that shit, right?
Nah. The most I did was weed,
Just drink.
just purple kush and alcohol.
Oh man,
That's the most I did.
Kush.
But that's how long ago it was like purple kush. You know what I'm saying? Before it just went through.
You said it like
bro.
old school Kush. When it came out,
That's what I
came
had.
out.
Yeah, that perp. OG Kush from up
Kush
north.
came around.
That BC, all of that. That's
Like
when I
15
was.
years ago now, huh?
Yeah, this
People-
was, I was in college fucking with
Let me
that
tell you,
shit.
man, when Kush came around, if you're a kid who's just in his 20s, but if you're old school like us, man, and when Kush came around, it wasn't just Kush. It was Kush with 3 S's, and all those S's were ching. Because from those fucking those eighths went from 50 to 70 overnight.
Overnight.
Overnight!
Fools were paying that shit.
90,
though.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Purple. Bro, I knew somebody that would take purple fucking food spray and be like,
on the
fucking, look at the fucking crystals. Like, man, this fool has the
Handless
purple,
ass
this
shit,
purple. But it's a fucking placebo. You're going to be high regardless. What's the difference between high and floating around Saturn's ring or high and just not on Earth? You're still an astronaut. But he was painting that shit purple, just like with a...
Yeah, that was a mean ass scam.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's back. I don't do none of that. But I'm telling you, you know, you guys you want to lose weight, 10 pounds. You said, what do you want to lose, if anything?
If anything, I want to be about 40 pounds lighter than I am right now.
You can do this. I lost 38 pounds since
And
May
that's all
1st.
you did, just straight
Yeah,
raw.
I ain't do shit. I haven't been to the gym but like 3 times. I'm not working out. My body is just eating the bullshit off of me.
How's he gonna eat raw frijoles, bro?
What's up?
Raw tortillas, beans.
You don't.
Just what, you just do bell peppers?
You
and
want me
shit
to
like that?
die? Have the fajita shit.
Just no meat.
No meat. You can probably even have the fucking beans. As far as I know, it's just vegetables.
Bro, when I was going raw for that 1 week, my wife made fajitas, and our tortillas were these lettuce wraps, and we put bell peppers, carrots, and all that stuff was soaking for like a day. And then she made like a raw nacho cheese with bell pepper and a guacamole, because guacamole is raw. And I was eating those, bro. I went a whole week eating raw. And when I went back to eating regular food, I could tell the difference right away, bro. I felt like the most fattest animal ever, bro. Because just tasting the cooked food right away, I could taste everything in the, I could taste the oil.
too, huh?
That's the other thing.
I could taste the oil
Your
coming
taste
down
buds
my
are gonna,
mouth.
like be on some different shit.
Yes.
Like I had cherry tomato. I hate them. They bust in your mouth
dude,
and they're
I
sour.
fucking can't stand
Dog, I
cherry
can taste
tomatoes.
the sweetness in cherry tomatoes.
Yes, you could.
I'm not like
Must be an
running from
accent
them.
on food, basically, right?
I didn't know that,
If you're
but
not eating all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to eat something that was like a living live thing that still got color to you? You want to eat something that's been dead and sent to you from who knows how far away and all of that? There's
Sitting in
people
a
that
freezer
eat.
for 6
There's people
months.
that kill the cow on the ranch.
used to
and
eat
they it while
rabbit,
it's
right?
fresh. That's one experience.
you used to eat rabbit, right?
Nah, I'm not. I'm from fucking Seattle, Felipe. I'm not running around in goddamn Arkansas with no
Busting out
shoes on.
binkies and shit.
Fucking
Going like this.
fucking mayate over here. Fucking eating rabbits and
Pinche
shit.
mayate over here eating conejos,
Mayate,
bro. He got
fucking
an echo park.
Fucking Roger Rabbits and
Bro, I used to work with this guy named Lyndon Johnson, bro. That was his name.
the fucking
Damn.
president.
No, wait up.
Full world with the friend, the commander
He
in
had this
chief.
big chilote like this, right? He used to pull it out during lunch. No, it was
hungry.
this guy named Lyndon, whatever his last name was. And that fool would actually eat rabbit, bro. Like when
Like a staple
when they used to
food?
be sold at Bonds, he'll go home, he'll fry it up, bro, with rice and gravy and potato on the side. He goes, how's your lunch? Oh man, it's fucking rabbit. Amazing.
Fucking like this. It's just
Amazing,
it's fucking amazing. This lake can't hold still.
He was crazy, bro. He lived on Skid Row.
Oh, that's where he lived.
Yeah, he came out here to be a drummer, right?
Yeah.
But times were tough, so he ended up working security with me, right? Late at night. He would drum during the day. And then fool, like, it was the stuff that he's seen, bro. Like, he would tell me that, he goes, man, sometimes I gotta be with these prostitutes out here. I go, what do you mean you have to? You can just say no.
God,
Yeah,
that's it,
man,
huh?
but $3 is $3, homie.
Getting gummers for $3,
Like
huh?
for three, he'll every time he'll pay less than 20, he'll call me. You can't believe
I got a
this.
deal today.
Oh my God, $1.50.
This fool eats rabbit, bro. For real,
Have
dude.
you tasted rabbit?
No, you know what? I have never had it, but I heard it's gamey as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It tastes like every little hop it did.
I've had pet rabbits, so I wouldn't even want to eat one. I don't know what it's like to eat something you love.
Yeah, it's like eating
And I had a
dog.
rabbit, pet rabbit. So one time I'm on the road and I see like, you know, you're like looking for something to read on a plane.
Yeah.
So there was a bunch of magazines, Guns and Ammo, Soldier of Fortune, Sports Illustrated, and then Vibe, and then boom, there was a picture of this badass rabbit right in the magazine. Without even looking at what it was, I just grabbed it. Okay, this will be about rabbits. I opened up the whole book, and it's the whole Bible, how to take care and raise rabbits for sale or for cooking. And it said that one rabbit, once it's born, like within a month, he could go have sex and have babies.
Yeah.
So you could always replenish the meat and have this circle and eat
They
rabbit all
can lay
year.
within 1 month?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they say they fuck like rabbits, bro.
Literally.
So you can have all these
roaches,
rabbits, bro, feed them, and then you have them nice and chubby, so you could eat a bunch of rabbits all year. Fuck that, bro. I don't eat rabbits because it was so depressing watching that movie about Flint, Michigan. You ever seen that movie,
The
Flint, Michigan?
water?
No, not the water. It's when they closed down the two automotive
Roger and me.
Roger and Me.
Oh.
about the closing of the automotive factories in Flint, Michigan.
Ford.
And how everybody lost their
Ford
job. And they were everybody lost their job overnight, and they show them people going to their sheriffs going to people's houses and foreclosing on people's homes because they don't have money to pay no more. And then there's a crazy white lady. I got rabbits for sale and rabbits for pets. And then she goes, you want it for pet or you want it for food? And then if you want it for food, she'll just kill that motherfucker in front of you. And if you want it for pet, she'll just give you the rabbit.
That says pets or meat.
There it is. Pets or meat.
Damn. I thought that the ones that are pets ain't the one you eat. I thought that was a different rabbit
I think the other
type.
one. Yeah, the rabbit ones have more meat on them than the bigger ones, right?
Yeah, the hair.
Yeah, because small ones ain't gonna give you too much.
That's crazy. So no rabbit, you've never tasted it.
Never, man. Maybe
What
I
about squirrel?
have. Not squirrel, but kangaroo.
Yeah, kangaroo meat?
Yeah, in Amsterdam.
Really?
Yeah,
What it tastes like?
really good.
What?
It was gay. It was soft,
Probably
like butter.
strong. Them motherfuckers be looking like this.
Yeah, man. Oh, so you're in Denver, right? There's a burger stand, a burger restaurant around the corner of the Denver comic strip that's in the city, but across the street. When I was opening up for another comic back in the day, we had $30 burgers there, and it was buffalo bison burgers.
Damn.
Bro, it was a $30 burger. It's probably $50 now, but it was like
Of just a hunk of meat?
fucking big old beef patty like that, bison.
Burger, huh?
I think
Yeah, it
you're
was
I think you're
delicious.
ready. I think you're ready. Raw fruits, raw vegetables.
man.
If you've had bison burgers and you've eaten all over the world, you've had enough.
Yeah,
You want to lose 10 pounds? Fuck it.
I do, man. We were walking around, man, in Denver before the show. Him and I, we did a private gig, and there was a street cart selling hot dogs. We got closer.
Yeah.
The closer we got, the more crazy stuff he sold. This was had everything in sausage. He had alligator.
What?
He had bird, had that weird bird.
What bird?
Some bird, bro, that people eat. Again, we don't eat it, but I guess he had it there.
Pigeon or something.
Pigeon.
What?
No. It was
Because it was a dove. he said.
or one of those. Oh man,
What?
A cur-
He's selling dove sausage?
that bird that goes like this. The one that little feather.
Fucking a
cockatoo?
quail.
A quail, yeah. He had quail.
Because he had pigeon too. He called it dove.
He called it dove. He'll give me that one. Which one?
Yeah,
That one.
I haven't had
Quail,
dove
that's the
either.
one with the thing on his head. Quail is a gamey meat. It's like
He had buffalo, also an alligator.
it's like pheasant.
Yeah, because it has a little bit of fat on it, right?
We can hunt it, that's for sure, but ain't nobody hunting no goddamn pigeons to put in a sausage.
I guess if I was to eat that type of meat, that's the only way I would eat it, bro, in a sausage. Like in a hot dog with mustard.
Spices and
And
shit.
you tell me, what are you eating right there, bro? Oh my God, bro. I ran over this family of raccoons, and then that's the mom right there.
Yeah, you guys are ready for some fruit and veggies. You eat roadkill and shit. That's crazy. So, but that's all I did. And you know, hey, I never seen nothing. I've tried working out. I've tried eating everything. You know what I'm saying? I could barely walk. I can't even drive past the Papados. I gotta go in. You know what I mean? Like I'm a foodie, bro. I've had Style Switch in Austin.
Papados in Chicago?
Papados they are in
Texas, too?
Chicago, but they're big in Texas. There's one in Arizona. Again, I'm talking about Roscoe's, Lolo's, all the places with chicken and waffle, all that. I've had it all. You can't even get. I think the biggest I was 405 pounds, bro. I've eaten it all. So to do this and to just see it just
How about
literally
the
melt
double
off.
Have you had the double cheeseburger with
Yes.
peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah. Ask me
With a
stuff.
Krispy
Ask me
Kreme?
stuff. Yes. What else? Go. What's the fattest shit you've ever
There's
eaten?
this place in Sacramento
Donut
called
burger, huh?
called the Squeeze. Okay.
Yes, I had it.
And you put those two patties, and then they put cheddar cheese all over it, and you get like a cheese skirt cheeseburger. Fuck yeah, bro. Funnel cake, bro.
Had that shit.
Fried bread.
Elephant ears. Had that shit.
Fucking fried bread. Yeah, man. I could do without fried bread for the rest of my life, unless my wife makes it tonight. Then I want to slap some beans on it.
Yeah.
What took you down the road for raw?
Cholesterol, sickle cell.
No, so Jade, Big Jaw. This nigga said sickle cell. Big Jaw, Jade, Big Jaw from that's my frat brother, and he was like he popped really hard on on YouTube. You can pull up Big Jah, Biggjaah, and maybe they'll show like his before and after, but he lost a ton of weight. Then Ryan Davis, a comedian, he did the same thing, raw vegan.
I know Ryan Davis.
I said, Ryan, what did you do? And he was like, dog, it's fruits, vegetables, everything raw. I said, I don't know if I can do that shit, bro. I want a burger so bad. He's like, well, just take a look. I went on his page. I'm like, man, it's hard to recognize you. Like you know, his jawline showing again. He's getting his swagger back, you know? I said, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. Then just like that, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. I did like a week, got on the scale. I was like, shut the fuck up. I lost like 11 pounds in 6 days. I said, oh my God.
Big John or Big John?
Jah, J-A-H. His name is Jade. So they might have some on there. But you can see Ryan Davis's weight loss. They also do like some shit where they do like a cleansing thing. They're doing it was a program called D-Herbs. I didn't do all that shit. So look how big he is. You see him? He lost 50 pounds in 36 days.
That's him to the left? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy, man.
He's all over YouTube.
Oh, that's the guy.
He lost 160 pounds total.
Naturally, just with that diet.
Dog.
Is Ja Rule the guy that does the ass beatings video?
Mm-hmm.
That shit's funny.
The hitman.
He's the one that this. I do chokeholds.
Tiberius.
I
Type
do
in Tiberius.
Tiberius. Put that video up. You seen him, right?
Yeah, you showed me that shit, dude.
He goes, I won't hit women, but I do shoves.
I do, hold up, let me go. I do, yeah. He's like, I wear disguises. So he puts on a wig. He's like, what's up, fool?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
I heard you've been cheating. There we go.
Can we hear it?
Nah, we'll get flagged.
What's happening? 1-800, what's happening?
hitman.
If you got a situation with a landlord and he don't want to pay, hey, what's up, man? I heard you've been late on the child support. What you talking? Yeah, man. I do chokeouts, knockouts.
Slap
Yeah,
outs.
I do
Look, he's in
costumes.
disguise. Yeah, man.
I heard you've been cheating on that, man.
Wow. Yep.
I also do kidnapping.
What's happening?
What's
Shot that
happening?
in the valley outside the homie's garage.
That's your homeboy right there?
Yeah, he's my old
yeah.
roommate. We shot a million sketches together, man.
You do stand-up or just sketches?
Stand up first and sketches. So sketches really like out of there.
So that fool lost a lot of weight too, because he's big there.
160 pounds. Go.
What does he look like now?
You type it in. Type in Big Jah weight loss or something. You'll see. He's fucking looks like Tyrese.
That ain't him, bro.
Nah, you might have to just go to like regular Google.
Oh, god damn, he lost his hairline too.
I said he looks like Tyrese.
Right. Damn, you lost so much weight, you gay now. Are you able to find it?
Tyrese to Tyrate.
Huh? Yeah. There's the images. This is still YouTube. You go Google images, and then you'll see, there's just no way there's not pictures. It's miraculous how much weight he lost. But then Ryan Davis did it, and Ryan Davis disappeared, and I'm 38 pounds down myself, and I might be more than that, because I ain't weighed myself. Look at him, how skinny he fucking is. No, I mean, he went from
Damn,
432 to
he
352.
got bigger.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. Look at the second picture. Instagram, that. Like his head ain't even the same size now. See if they'll show it. Look at that.
Rawing?
But he's doing that shit. I haven't even been working out. If I add that,
He's
I'm out.
162?
Yeah.
I haven't been 162 pounds in 6th grade.
He made it to 162 pounds, it said?
It said 162.
Or
He's
lost it.
160. No, he lost
Lost it
162.
Fuck! How
Yeah.
far?
I mean, he started
whole
out at
person,
like
bro.
450, bro. That was a big boy. He played football up at like Cal Berkeley. He played, like he was an athlete. He would hit the rack. Like we were like, "Oh, let's go to the gym. He would be on that fucking rack the entire time we're at the gym, just squats, massive weight. Like that's what he knew.
How much he would lift?
And like
press.
slabs the dog, like, and he'd be under it. Like, I mean, to the point that he had like a lump on his neck, like just from his body.
Slabs.
Yeah. So
That was a burger.
his name is Big Jah. Like that's how big. When Big is in your name, you're
How
not
tall is he?
bullshitting. He's a big guy, but 162 pounds. He's probably the healthiest he's ever been. His heart is fucking beating, and then blood's going everywhere it's supposed to go. Right?
162 pounds.
It stops at the
Right.
little spot.
Actually, if I would lose 162 pounds,
Huh?
If I was to lose 162 pounds,
What do you weigh right now?
I'll be sitting here with the biggest head ever, bro.
Your head will lose weight too.
I think my head would look as big as Byron Allen, bro.
But your body will go how it's
Felipe
supposed to be,
Unleashed.
right? Because you have length. You're not short.
Dog, all this would come down. All this. Jawline tight. You'll fucking look like Johnny Depp.
Catch this fool at the club and shit on a Thursday
Right
night.
now I look like Juan Deep.
No neck meat. You fucking, like, your pockets will be way back here.
Wouldn't it be better just to go to plastic surgery and have them just suck it all out
You'll be
and
able
then
to
tie
see-
it all up?
Sure, go for it. But, yeah, go ahead. Get some knots tied in your back.
I just want to. I'd rather just sit there, bro. Just the reason I won't do it because I like to laugh.
Yeah.
And they say you can't laugh for about 2 weeks
That
your
needle
shirt's
all
too tight?
inside your
because
t-shirt.
it'll be hurting. You know, you got the stitches.
Maybe. But if you eat like this, it'll go, and your skin won't be all crazy too. You won't have all that.
I'm waiting for
loose, flabby.
for a place where you can just go in like dialysis, bro. You just go in there and
Get
they suck
plugged in?
fat out,
It's called lipo.
and then you go back in there. But I don't want to open me and then tie me up. They leave a tool in there and shit.
Lipo is just the needle. They stick it in and they just hit your fat cells and it sucks it out. But that's why people have like weird skin and shit after because the
Like
skin
Martin
was used
Moreno.
Looking like a flying squirrel and shit.
to. Right. So, but
That's why the flying squirrel.
Well, they just do it just because when it happens so fast, right?
yeah, the skin is still there. It never had a chance to contract. Your skin is an organ. You lose weight, even though it's fast, it should be gradual enough that you can lose it. But people got hella extra
Orale.
skin. I think Ja has to have extra skin at 162 pounds of weight.
Hell yeah, man! Get in my belly.
Yeah.
That's a whole body right there. Shit.
Yeah, but I saw that picture with Mario and them. That is somebody who's been on TV every day. He's in TV shape every day.
You have a picture of you when you were big?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every other video, go to my Instagram. Shit.
Is that where you started sitting down?
Who? On stage? No, I sat down because it's easier to film me.
Oh, okay.
I'm big on my special.
That's you right there, the third
middle?
one?
Yeah.
That's a good picture right there.
Thank you. We just took that's my puppy
Tyler
Brandon.
Perry and shit. That's a nice dog. That's you right.
Yeah.
Go to
No,
the next
click
one.
the next one where I was in disguise. That's for the tour promo. We got a real DeLorean. You can play this out loud. You're not gonna get flagged for my shit.
Don't pop out.
But it's a real DeLorean,
Eat time
like
shake
from the
now.
movie. Every piece and part is the same as a movie.
No, you got to wiggle it.
And I'm
Push
so
down
fat I
on the
can't
top
get out.
part.
Like,
Oh, that's you. Oh, my God.
Pass out the car. God damn. A
big
double
my head
goddamn.
Too much stomach sticking out. Come on. Watch when I get out of this car. You'll see how fat. And I lost 38 pounds. I couldn't see it at first. That's loud as shit. Do it fast. Look, now I can't. Look. Bruh. Yeah. Titty shaking? Yeah. 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 I saw this shit and said, okay. All right. I'm going to
There's some
change my
shit that
diet.
popped off. I need you to undo.
So it was Back to the Future. It was me from the future coming back to current me, because my first tour announcement was me coming from the future and grabbing me like, get ready, we're going. So then the second, that follow-up is I get out of the car with that future me. As soon as I get out, a further future me is like, motherfucker, you can't stop doing comedy. And that's why he looked all fucked up. And so I go back into the future for the next tour. So I put a lot into my promo announcements for dates and tours and stuff like that. Like I just bought a red Komodo so we can shoot everything and have it look like film and shit. Like I want to do action films, just be like, fucking come see me in Corpus Christi. Like I want my shit to be fire, you know?
Hell yeah.
So I've lost a lot of weight, and there's no reason that we can't try it. Whatever. I didn't want to turn it into that, but I feel like
try it.
It's the easiest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm not at the gym, and it's disappearing. It's dog. I'm saying, it's not as deep of a challenge as you think. You may have a couple times you gotta be like, fool, no, everybody else is having this. But at the end of the day,
Break down, start crying and shit.
at the end of the day, you just think about the last time you had it. Like, man, I've eaten good. Fuck. Like I've had everything 5 times. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And so,
After you have everything to eat,
yeah.
you just open your refrigerator and just stand inside of it, look at it, and eat it while you're standing outside the refrigerator.
Eat the refrigerator.
You start eating, making a little sandwich inside the refrigerator, eating it.
Yeah, no point to go sit down.
Nah,
This is
Eat
gonna
right
go
here in the
bad,
door.
bro.
I've done that, bro. Like, I went to the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Start eating cold shit right there, bro.
Well, dude, that's like your cold
And
cut
I know it's
tray
time to
right
stop eating when the alarm goes off. Beep, beep. All right.
Refrigerator?
there. Close that door, man.
I've had enough.
Heat warning. I love it.
That's hilarious.
So he's got 10 minutes. 10 minutes straight.
Fucking eating into the refrigerator. All right, eh? That's it. No more.
The air is warm.
You're right.
Especially like if Lisa makes peanut butter fudge, like those peanut butter fudge, and there's a big fucking plate of frozen peanut butter fudge. Bro, I get up at 2 a.m, bro.
Mac on it?
Go to the bathroom and pee, and I go, fuck it, eh? I get a glass of milk and take a big ass square, eat it, bro, and drink the milk, go back to sleep.
Right.
Like a boss.
Who eats like that? Like an animal, bro, go back to sleep.
Kings, fool.
I should cut my grass.
Yeah. Kings. Motherfuckers everybody got to listen to them when they want to do that thing.
Hey, I trip out on people that tell me that they grew up and their mom used to lock up the refrigerator, bro.
Oh my God.
I've heard that a lot too. Like a padlock.
Your padlock, bro.
Yeah.
I could just, how fat are your kids?
But there's a lot
How good is your food?
Let's say there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, fuck all that. Or if they go, I bought some good stuff for the family. Or if kids will eat one of your ingredients for the thing you're gonna make later. And you're like, we can't even fucking make the thing because you little motherfuckers and took it all. You know what I'm saying? So you just padlock that shit. Y'all eat when I say type
That's
shit.
true, man. You're trying to make fried chicken, but you got up early in the morning and made pancakes with the last piece of flour.
Gone. Now everybody gotta eat just baked chicken.
That shit sucks.
Horrible.
Feel me? So that's part of what's going on right now. I mean, I've got like 27 irons in the fire, but weight loss and working on myself is one of them. The comedy club is one. The touring, merch. I'm live streaming now. I'm over here on Twitch and fucking grabbing moments like crazy, clipping stuff and putting it all on social.
You play video games on Twitch?
No, I'm just IRL, man. This shit is with us. We're rolling. You know what I'm saying? We say some funny shit, clip that shit. Boom, got it. It's gonna go over on the gram.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it moving, you know? Keep it moving. So
July 26th, right, bro?
Yeah, tomorrow, July 26th, Kansas City Comedy Club, the Comedy Club of Kansas City.
go to
Masonic
Club
Theater,
Kansas
bro.
City.
When? Saturday?
Yeah, Masonic Theater in San Francisco. Go to natejacksoncomedy.com to see all the dates. It is a growing, moving thing. We're about to add even a couple more days. Like Vegas is about to get added. Some more dates are going to get added to that. There's some cities where people just be like, so how you going to launch a whole tour and you ain't got us? Well, we heard you. Get ready, we coming. What you don't want to do is be asking me to come to your city and I was just there. Please pay attention.
That happens a lot.
A lot. So go on here, take a look at my website, get your tickets, and let's do this. These are theaters. You want to sit in the roast zone, do it. I get anybody unless they look away. If you look away, I don't get you. Just know that. What did that say?
Nate Jackson.
It says, sorry, the file request has been deleted. All right, bet. Thank you. We'll fix that. Keela, that button that says where else you want to tour don't work.
What's up, fool? This weekend, I'm going to be in Tucson. Where I'm going to be at? No, I'm going to be nowhere. I'm going to be in Albuquerque coming
Nice.
soon.
Route 66 Hotel and Casino.
That shit is sold out, man. So
July 12th.
shout out to the homie that coming to the show. He's going to give me a haircut at the show.
Nice.
So anybody wants a fade,
Are you
Come
in
at me.
Iowa?
I'm in Iowa, Tama or Pama.
Read your dates, man. Let me hype man your shit.
I don't have my glasses, so.
All right,
I'm
I got
watching
you.
them.
August 14th, 2025, catch Felipeesparza, the very funny Felipeesparza, live at the Irvine Improv. That's the 14th through the 17th. He's doing shows on shows on shows. August 21st through the 23rd, he's going to be in Naples, Florida with Captain Dan or whatever the fuck his name is. At
Captain
the Off the
Brian.
Hook. Captain Brian with the good-ass food they got down there at the
Grouper
Comedy
fish.
Club. At the Off the Hook Comedy Club. Damn, then he's going to Elkhart, Indiana at the Lerner Theater on September 5th. Turner Hall Ballroom September 6th. September 12th, Las Vegas, Nevada, David Copperfield Theater at the
Two shows.
MGM Grand. 2 shows, one on the 12th, one on the 13th. Get your motherfucking tickets. Manchester, Connecticut, Hartford, Funny Bone. There's a full weekend, the 19th through the 20th. Then he's going to go out to Spokane, to the Bing Crosby on the 26th. He's coming to the Great Northwest. Felipe, if you don't fuck with me, around the 27th, 28th, 29th at my club, I'm coming back here and I'm going to punch holes in all this 80s decor shit. Come fuck with me. But yeah, come go to Felipeesparza.com, whatsupfood.com, follow the podcast, follow Felipe, go to his stuff. If you ain't doing shit on July 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, right around there, please go on Netflix. Watch my special.
Watch it, people. Bootleg it.
This shit is live. Go on your Netflix now. Type in my name and put in the remind me or notify me button so that when that bitch goes live, you got it. You can be one of the first people to watch it.
Also, that person that's making everybody go to a special and make him into a baby.
Yeah, like an AI baby?
Yeah, everybody's doing those, man.
We did that shit already.
Also, me and Nate Jackson, Paul Rodriguez, Raul Sanchez.
Epic show.
Big ass show at the
Fuck,
Energy
that was
Arena
fun.
in Houston. How
That shit was badass. Concrete too.
Yeah, and the Z Band.
Yeah.
Also, Los Perritos will be in the club.
That's how they're coming.
Yeah.
I booked them at that. I booked them at your show in Houston. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'd love to come. So Los Perritos are at Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Club. Go to superfunnycomedyclub.com to see the schedule of the club in Tacoma if you're in the Pacific Northwest. I feel like if you live in Portland, you should be driving up. If you live in Everett or whatever, drive down. Pull up, come get your laugh on. Felipe, man.
There it is. Do you even binge podcasts? Go check it out. A podcast I have with Lisa Esparza.
Nice.
We talk about movies binging and TV binging. And this week, we talk about, I don't know what this week we talk about, but we binged Hilaria Baldwin's show with Alec Baldwin. That show, man, was torture, but we watched the whole 8 episodes. And we
How
talk
many?
about
8?
it. 8, bro.
Wow.
Alec Baldwin's
That's a
reality show,
right?
OMG. You guys need to watch that. For real, go watch it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. What's
Thank you,
up,
big dog.
bro?